sorry. Y'all were not centered. Anyways, hello. I hope you are well. I know this is a day late and I said I was going to upload yesterday. The food I had from work fucked with my stomach for a few hours, so I was feeling sick. Anyways, I am here. And I'm very much awake because I slept for like ever. And so here we are. Anyways, so for tonight's story, we're going to be doing the Eerie Attic. Okay, so once again, this is the Eerie Attic. I already put on primer and stuff like that, so I think what I'm gonna do is like set my base first, so like concealer, setting powder, setting spray, all that, and then do my eyeshadow and then everything else after that. Alright. Okay, the Eerie Attic. Here we go. Alright. Oops. Before Reddit user Digsdolls, I think that's how you say it, got down to recounting their scariest of ghost stories about living in a place that was obviously teeming, with honest to goodness members of the spiritual world. They pointed out the irony of ghost stories that begin with the phrase, "I don't believe in ghosts, but..." Imagine how many times we've all heard that. After all, no matter how a ghost story begins, it always hinges on the notion that, come on, of course, we believe in ghosts. 100% for sure. A few years ago, I moved into a one-bedroom apartment in Melbourne, Australia. It was my first time living on my own. The apartment block had been built in the 1930s. Oh shit. Old buildings are always the ones that got the most fucking haunted stuff going on and whatnot. Love it. I'd been there for a few months when I came home from work one day and went into the bathroom. I saw something strange. A wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space lay fractured in two pieces on the ground. I examined the pieces. The board was an inch thick and it would have taken Bruce Lee to break it. Goddamn, how strong is the board? I thought the landlord had sent someone to work on the attic. I was frozen stiff with fear. Someone is up there for sure, I thought. If that's the first thought you have, you need to just run. I emailed pictures to the landlord, asking if anyone had been there, with an undertone of annoyance, since she hadn't warned me. Her reply, I can't read, oh my god. Her reply read, "Please call me as soon as you are able to. If your landlord ever tells you that you know you are in some deep shit, you're in trouble." I called and she explained that her last two tenants had said the same thing happened. She promised to replace the board and she did. I thought she was going to say she didn't. I was like, girl, oh no. Because, yeah, that's just a big no for me. I hate using... Where's my concealer brush? Because I feel like this doesn't blend well when I... Did I put it back? No, I didn't. Okay. Never mind. A month later, I woke up one night at around 4 a.m. My body was covered in goosebumps. I thought she was going to say bruises. I was like, what? It felt like someone was rubbing his or her hands on me. Everything was silent, but then I heard a dragging noise sound coming from above my bed. It was as if someone was pulling a sack of potatoes. I froze, convinced someone was up there. There's no way an animal could make that sound. After about 5 minutes, I worked up the courage to turn on the light, armed myself with a cricket bat, and walked to the bathroom. Okay, so before we move on, I just want to give you my thought on the concealer. This is the concealer in question. I know what you're thinking, like, bitch, what? But it actually blends in very well. I love the way it, like, blends underneath my eyes. It's like when I put it on and I just blended it, it just couldn't even tell it was there. I like that. However, I did not like, and I think it was just because of the way I think it's because of the way I blended it along my jawline. It just looked very white. So I had to use my other concealer, which is the Bear With Me Concealer Serum from NYX in the shade Deep Golden, to like even out like the color so it doesn't look so white. But so I'm gonna give this, honestly, I think I'm gonna give this a 7.5 and an 8. Actually, no, we'll give it a 9. No, 8.5, 9. Yeah, 8.5, 9. Yeah, 8.5, 9. But yeah, it does work wonders. I just feel like it's a little too light. Either that or it's just the way I just like blended it. Anyways, we're gonna proceed with the story. And walk to the bathroom. That's where we left off at. That's when I saw the new board covering the hole was broken into, bro, oh my god. Not to use a different name. Anyways, that's when I saw the new board covering the hole was broken into 2. What? I felt sick. The dragging sound had stopped, but I heard something else, whispering. The sound was clear and coming from the attic. It sounded like children's voices, and I could hear one sentence repeated over and over. It's your turn. It's your turn. My bad. I like got too into it to like finish off. So basically the look I'm trying to do is like, so if you remember the Christmas video I did like a lanyard of like Christmas lights. It's kind of what I'm doing, but instead of there just being like a string or whatever, I do something that kind of like what is supposed to resemble Easter eggs or whatever. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. And I'm already almost kind of done, so anyways. Alright, I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. It was 5 a.m. and dark outside. I watched TV to try to unwind. I would have to darken, like add some more, whatchamacallit. Then the fuse blew. Oh shit. My pet budgie, Dexter, whom I kept in the kitchen, usually never made a sound at night. But he started squawking like he was being strangled. That's not good. I'd never heard him make those sort of noises. He was screaming. I grabbed my car keys, ran out, sat in my car, and waited there until the sun came up. That is terrifying. Okay, I didn't even realize how like sideways I was sitting. Anyways, I gotta do setting powder, brows, mascara, and then setting spray. So we're pretty much done. Okay, when I saw people walking their dogs, this comforted me enough to go back in. The front door was open, but I figured I might have forgotten to close it when I ran out. Honestly, when you're in a state of panic, you're not even thinking rationally. You're just going off adrenaline, so, I mean, that's fair. I went to the kitchen to check on Dexter, which is her pet, but he wasn't in his cage. Uh-oh. I felt sick again. All my windows were closed, so I looked everywhere inside. When I walked to the bathroom, I heard splashing. Oh no. I I heard splashing. Dexter was half drowned in the toilet. I took him out, washed him, and dried him. I was so confused. At 8 a.m., I called the landlord and gave her a watered down version of the night. Wait, let me do this like setting spray or what? Powder under my eyes. Oh wow, you heard the whispering too, she said. What did I say in one of my videos before? If somebody else confirms what you heard, or they're just like, oh, so you heard the same thing that I did, that is never good. I think I cut off that last part too fast, but as I said, if anybody confirms the same thing that you saw or heard or whatever, that's not good. That is never good. It's never a good sign whatsoever. Did my computer freeze? What the frick is happening? Oh shit, hold on. Bro. Oh wow, you heard the whispering too, she said. That's where we left off. Alright. This next part isn't that long, so this part is probably gonna get cut short. I stayed in that apartment for another 18 months. I heard the whispering on a few occasions, and twice the board covering the hole in the ceiling moved. Bro, who the fuck? I'm gonna just leave that for the commentary at the end, because I was gonna say something about that, but I was like, nah, just wait. Although I live elsewhere now, the landlord recently called. She said, hold up. Okay, can't make these too slay. She said that her new tenants had begged to speak with me about some of the stuff that's been going on there. That has been going on there. Forget it. It's their problem now. Okie dokie, y'all. That was the Eerie Addict. I'll show you guys the look. I think this is probably like one of my favorite ones I've done so far. Okay, once again, the Eerie Addict. There's so much to just cover. Okay, one thing. Okay, there's like, whoa, hold on. First thing, a wooden board which had covered a hole in the ceiling that led to a small attic space lay fractured in two pieces on the ground. First of all, why is there a small attic space in the bathroom? Like, yes, I know this house was built in the 1930s, but that's still weird. Why would you want a small attic space over your bathroom? Second, the fact that that board that's covering the hole is broken into two pieces. Yeah, two pieces. Yeah, I'm calling the police. Like, that's... No. Someone's up there for sure. Yeah, I would call the police. Emailed pictures to the landlord asking if anyone had been there. Her reply read, please call me as soon as you can. If your landlord send you this, dude, I would just try to like find someone I could stay with or figure something out, because there is no way I'm going to continue living in a place like this with a small attic space above my bathroom. No. Let me see. Okay, she replaced the board, yada yada yada. Dragging sound coming from above my bed. The new board that got replaced for the old one broken into two again. If the first time was not a warning, the second time should have been, because like, What the hell? I switched on every light in the apartment to make things feel normal. Budgie. I don't even think I said that right. He started squawking like he was being strangled. That's not good. I said this before in a video. Dogs and cats, but in this case, well, I'm gonna assume, well, I honestly don't even know if it's a dog or a cat because it didn't say. It just says pet budgie, whatever the fruit that is. But in case this is a dog, dogs can see something that humans cannot. Same thing with cats as well. So what they saw must have been like just really unsettling. And speaking of the pet, or while we're still on the pet, she found her pet half drowned in the toilet. Yeah, I'm leaving. Like, I know she said that she went to her car, but I'm like, I am driving off. I'm not staying in or at that house any longer. Or at the same difference. Not staying there any longer. Like, that's no. No. One more thing. When the new tenants, after she moved out, the new tenants had begged to speak with, so they begged to speak with her about some of the stuff that's been going on there, and then she said, forget it, that's their problem now. Kind of made me laugh. Yeah, it kind of made me laugh just a little bit. But I mean, she's not wrong though. I mean, it's like, I don't live there anymore, so this was just a whole shit show completely. Just a whole complete freaking shit show. That is crazy. Yeah, usually the first couple of incidents, that's where where you're like being more mindful and being like, okay, yeah, you gotta start planning. I'm not saying move out because moving out costs money, and not everybody got that kind of money to just move. So, but I would still try to like arrange like something if you can, like maybe stay with like a friend or whatever, because there's no way in hell I would be like dealing with this at all. That's for sure. But I'm glad she's okay and no further harm was done to her or her dog, or hopefully, yeah, her pet and her are okay, because that's terrifying. Alright, that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have not already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Good night.